Hey everyone, this is Chris with Elevation Construction. This video is for those people who are looking to sell their house and you know your house needs repairs. So here are some recommendations coming from a contractor on how you approach that knowing that your house needs repairs. First and foremost, my recommendation is to get yourself a home inspection. So when you go through a sale of a house, you're going to get the house inspected anyway. I would recommend getting a house inspection or a home inspector to come out and check your house out, because they're going to be able to identify some areas that will trigger you to make your decisions. Now, here's a side note with a home inspector. You want to get a home inspector that can actually check your roof. Now, I know there's some home inspectors, though they might do a great job, they may only check the roof from the sidewalk with a pair of binoculars. And I get it. Getting on the roof is not fun, but there's got to be a way to inspect the roof, because the roof is a big ticket item. So either the home inspector gets up on the roof or they use a drone and they're able to identify areas that might be of concern. So just keep that in mind when you get your home inspection. So after you get your home inspection report, go through it, and here are some big ticket items that you want to focus on first. First, anything that is causing a leak in the house, you want to attack immediately. Because not only is water getting in the house, but that water getting into the house is going to cause some issues like mold, damaged wood rot, things like that. Okay, so you want to attack those first, because it's going to cause more damage if you just leave those alone. So, check your hot water heaters, make sure your water lines are connected well, check the backs of your toilets. And a lot of times the home inspector might be able to do like a dampness check around the subfloor of the toilet, and if it's damp around the toilet, there's an indication that there's a leak underneath the floor there that you need to address. So anything that you see that is a leak, get that fixed. If the roof is an issue, that is something that you're going to have to talk about, because that is a big ticket item. You are going to run into issues when you go through escrow, knowing that you have a roof that is a bit of an issue. The next thing I would attack is any electrical issue. And what you want to do is make sure that, I would recommend that your electrical panel is properly labeled, that all of your plugs and outlets work properly, that they check each plug to make sure that it's grounded and all that stuff. I'm not an electrician, but anything that is electrical, make sure it is looking okay on the report. And if not, consult with an electrician, because that, again, is going to run into issues during your escrow period when you sell your house. And the next thing is checking the integrity of the home. And then what that means is, whenever I talk to someone about a renovation project on their house, and when they're doing a bigger project, my advice to them, for everyone, is to start from the outside in. So that means you want to make sure your roof is intact, make sure that roof is working properly, that it's making sure that all the water and the moisture is going away from the house into a nice gutter system. Not all houses have gutters, but I recommend it, because the gutter system is going to help push that water away from your house. Make sure that the fascia and the fascia is not rotted out and the gutters are properly fastened against the fascia. That way the water properly drips or runs down the roof into those gutters, okay? Clean out your gutters, make sure you do that. The next thing is your siding. Now, is your siding, are there showing age? Do you have cracks in your siding? If so, there opens up an opportunity for moisture to get inside the walls and causing issues. So you want to make sure all those cracks are sealed. Maybe put a nice fresh coat of paint on, because the paint does help with the sealing of the siding. And then your windows. Make sure your windows are sealed. Make sure the flashing was done correctly when you installed them. Make sure there's no leaks or anything like that. Address all those things, because you want to be able to sell a house that is keeping all the elements outside of the house and not bringing any of them into the house, because that's going to be an issue. Now, I know a lot of people want to spend money on the huge renovations on the kitchen and bathroom because they want to sell for top dollar, and that's great. Highly recommend it. But you don't want to spend a lot of money in the kitchen and the bathroom when you know that your roof, your siding, and your windows are all messed up. Attack those first. I know that's not the sexy thing, right? You're not going to sell a house just because you got a nice roof, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on the interior expecting top dollar, knowing that your roof, siding, and windows are not working properly. So let's just say, for example, you do have that outer exterior intact, right? You got a nice roof, your siding is good, your windows are good. You've already checked to make sure there's no leaks in the house, your electrical's fine, cool. All right, so what do you want to do? You want to spend a little money into your house. Where are you going to get your highest return on investment? And we got a couple blogs on this on our website, elevationconstructionteam.com. You can check it out. But according to the studies that we've read, the highest return on investment is going to be in your kitchens and your bathroom. I would say kitchen first, because that is where everyone meets. That is where everyone, you cook dinner, you talk about your day, you get together in the morning before you start your day. That's where memories are created. That's where your friends come in. So that is an area where you want to actually invest in some renovations. The next would be in the bathrooms, right? Because that's where another place where a lot of people spend some time. They want to go to the bathroom to take a nice bath and relax and have a nice environment. So those two areas are going to give you a good return on your investment. So I recommend doing your own research on that, and you'll see that according to the National Association of Realtors, we can put the link in the description here, but according to a report, that's where you're going to see a good return on your investment. Okay, so again, if you need repairs for your house to get them sold, and you're looking to save a little money and not spend a lot of money on renovations, get a home inspector to come out, check to see where your priorities are, fix all the leaks, fix any electrical, then you start going through your roof and your siding and your windows before you start going onto the sexy stuff on the inside. If you want more tips like this, check us out, elevationconstructionteam.com. You can check us out on Instagram too.